What's up, y'all? All right, let me do this right. We are going to this video. Obi Vincent. All right, so this is what caught my attention. All right, so I'm reading this my week of training as a hybrid athlete. All right, so I'm gonna just be upfront honest. I'm kind of confused with this because Obi Vincent I always thought was a hybrid athlete. You know what I mean? Just knowing his background fitness. You know what I mean with CrossFit. I want to say bodybuilding too. I mean, he's built. He's pretty built. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure that he did some form of bodybuilding, powerlifting, or power building. In the mix of CrossFit and stuff like that too. I'm not too knowledgeable about his background, but you can clearly look at him and tell that he knows what he's doing and stuff like that. So I'm really curious on what he means by hybrid athlete in comparison to what he's originally been doing. So it's more educational, you know what I mean? I'm just ready to be educated on his viewpoint on hybrid training in comparison to what he's doing. You know what I mean? Is it just the title, or is there more to what he haven't been doing within his own practice? You know what I mean? So we'll see what's good. You know what I mean? I'm very curious. Week of hybrid, my week of training as a hybrid athlete. All right. Shout out to him. I'll put the link in the video. Follow, like, subscribe. Follow him. You know what I mean? He's legit. Check out his followers. Let's go back real quick. Check out his followers. 872,000. Excuse me, I'm tired. It's like late at night. But 872,000 subscribers. So people like him. People like him. So definitely check him out. See what's good. All right. So link will be in the description. I think he's like 6'2". He looked like he's like 6'2", 6'3". Pineapple. I have never seen a pineapple flavored C4. A worm is good. Those shoes look hella comfortable. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Chill music. Alright, so real quick, y'all. So I don't know if you saw my last video that I posted of Nick Bare. I put "Who is Nick Bare?" That's just what came in mind for the title. And then he was training with his one athlete. And I was talking about running. You know what I mean? That there is a technique, a style of running. And if you watch OB, you could tell that he's focusing on form. You know what I mean? He's focusing on form and proper execution. He's not just running. He's running with proper technique. Just watch him as he's doing it. It's pretty clean. You know what I mean? So take, I'm already starting to like this. Take notes, y'all. And like I said, dude built. A big boy. Built like he built like a linebacker. But watch. That's very smooth in how he's doing it. I dig that. Oh my gosh, these damn commercials. I should just get the. I'm telling y'all, I should just get the. I'm going back and forth about doing it, y'all. I'm going back and forth about doing it. Get rid of these ads, but it's so short too. Look, done. So that's why I'm going back and forth. All right, that's the Whoop. You know what I mean? Whoop shows different zones, recovery, all that stuff. You know what I mean? A good idea on how your body is responding towards activity, depending on what activity you do. But this helps you get a good view of your body, good sense of how it responds, how to react, blah blah blah, and how to recover, so you can be able to have a good idea of how to manage workouts from one to another. You know what I mean, and work on progression and recovery. All right, so let's go. Just to be sure about it. All right.
Well, that was fun-ish. uh, this week I thought I would give you an insight into my training, what my training looks like each week. I call myself a crosslifter. I suppose my training is almost hybrid style training because I do run-ish.
Okay.
And I'm not very good at running, but I try my best. So I might be doing a competition which involves a lot of running. So some of you might have heard of Hyrox. So I've been doing a lot of 1K interval training.
All right. So I had a feeling he was going to lead into that, and so we already got our question answered. So he's been doing, hybrid training. You know what I mean? He said cross lift. So I'm assuming that he does CrossFit and other lifting too, because he's always been fit. You know what I mean? But the difference I say with Hyrox in comparison to CrossFit is the volume of running, as much as running that is being applied into fitness and the speed that is required to be able to be a competitive athlete in the running aspect. There's already the sled, there's already the rowing, the skier, wall balls, all that stuff. Of course, we can definitely step it up a notch as far as increasing our pace, increasing our speed and frequency and all that good stuff. But running is huge. Running is very huge in Hyrox. So I see where he's coming from.
And it's been kicking my ass. It's been
right.
I used to love my chilled zone 2 5K running.
I feel that,
10K.
right?
Like I can zone out and just run for 10K easy, nice and chill. But now with Hyrox training, there's a lot of other things included with the running and yeah. It's a fun challenge for sure. It's given me something to kind of train for. I normally just train for fun. I just like to torture myself for fun. And now I'm torturing myself for a purpose.
Right, it's such a sickness that we hold on to. Torture ourselves for fun. I mean, of course, in the long run, we know that we are, enhancing ourselves and becoming better athletes, and the education and the challenge. That's really the excitement of it. But it is funny, we do like to torture ourselves. As crazy as that sounds.
And it doesn't feel as fun.
Right.
How ironic, right? So yeah, this is a week in my life and a week of how I train. Pretty simple. I'm tired.
For Hyrox.
I'll probably be editing.
How you train for Hyrox? You've always been a hybrid athlete.
I need to go get some food. I'm hungry.
Oh, look at the sign. Look at that.
We love to see it.
That Maxi. That looks like a American. Oh, Buxton.
Oh, how have you failed?
Oh, I've been here.
You're so...
I'm like, what are you trying to say?
What do you mean? It's not...
I'm so heavy. I've been trying to lose weight, thank you very much.
Say, Obi, you're so fat and revolting.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said? Common knowledge.
Wow.
So not...
I'm holding my stomach.
Alright.
Wait, you have to do...
Cool.
Go on, son.
We're trying to get more into training, so
This
we're
year,
gonna
I'm
move
showing my
forward.
mom I'm invested in her
Commercials.
health and happiness by giving her
Our
the
glass
gift
really
of a
short.
lifetime. With
Bam. Solid.
So part 2, today's session is going to be bodybuilding session. So normally I will work for a few hours in between my session. So I
Alright.
train in the morning, and now it's about 3 p.m. I think. So now I'm going to do some bodybuilding. Today's upper body, I think back and biceps. I'm gonna check it. I'm using a workout from my app for today's session.
All right. So far, looking into this, just to be honest and real, it doesn't seem like it's too much different than his training that he's already been doing now. Because as I mentioned before, I've always been familiar at seeing, familiar with his bodybuilding training. You know what I mean? I think the only difference, like he said with the High Rocks training, is just the volume of running. You know what I mean? There's so much running on High Rocks. You know what I mean? But he's very familiar with all the other stuff. So this seemed like this is in his norm. I do feel like he does train multiple times a day. You know what I mean? So it's not hard for him for it to make that transition. It's just more of now just figuring out what would be the best regimen for him to train. I think that's the only challenge for him. Is just finding a solid regimen for him to train or to have, or a program. We'll say program. Best program for him to have to be at a competitive level in High Rocks and not just be someone who's participating. So, question. I'm guessing he's using coffee before he starts training. So, your question. All right. Okay, I've been going back and forth about this. Drinking coffee before going running. What you guys' thoughts on that? Because sometimes the caffeine can mess with your stomach, and then you seen jokes and stuff like that. How people take caffeine and they gotta run to a restaurant afterwards. So how you feel about it? I've been more for like pre-workout. I'll take like C4 because it's more, to me, C4 is more on the lighter side of a stimulant to go running or do anything cardiovascular. But how you feel about coffee before running and stuff like that? I'm assuming this is what's about to happen. You know what I mean? That's my guess right now. Is that cinnamon? Granola. I wonder if that's cinnamon and bread.
So I just go back from
No, just regular
having my annual blood test. So I do, I say annual. I have 2 blood tests a year to just make sure that I'm in good shape, I'm in good health. It's through my insurance as well. So yeah, I had to fast all throughout. I started fasting about 8 o'clock yesterday evening. And so I've got conditioning this morning. I'm starving. So nothing better than the good old Gales. This is almost similar to a brioche loaf, but they call it a challah loaf. I don't know what the difference is. Yeah. Some carbs, bit of protein, some almond butter, coffee. Can't go wrong.
Alright, cool. So he is doing it before. Alright. Big boy. Black box. All right, so this is something I do like. I'm assuming he's doing a superset between the bike erg and overhead lunges, because I saw it twice. I saw him do overhead lunges and the bike erg going back and forth. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like. And something I do like that he's showing, because this is one of my good friends actually just became a CrossFit coach just recently, but practices High Rocks. He's getting ready for a High Rocks comp. And I do agree with it, what he said. You know what I mean? It's not just about running, but running with your legs being fatigued and taxed and, blown up and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because the first run, you're chill, but then you do all these events behind it. You know what I mean? You got the lunges, you got the sled push, you got the rowing. Wall balls is last, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's like being able to still keep that pace going and still being able to be fast, even though your legs are all blown up from all the other exercises you've been doing. So something to take note of what he's doing. Getting his legs conditioned to be able to take all that wear and tear and still be able to perform at a high level. Or a competitive level, let me say that.
Entrepreneurial women who want to leave their 9 to 5. If your business is struggling with slow growth or...
All right. Nutrition, stay on it, y'all. Right. Pike presses. My friend has those wrist wraps. The leather ones, those are pretty clean. What do you guys think about the shoes though? I've been back and forth about it. It's funny how he calls it bodybuilding. Kevin, it's funny because my background was bodybuilding before I got into CrossFitting. But how like the titles of certain workouts change, because now I call it accessories instead of bodybuilding. But to each their own. He's definitely getting down in bodybuilding, and I dig his training. More advanced than the usual, because I'm familiar with seeing more of a stationary exercise, but his is a little bit on another level. Like, for example, like the seated shoulder presses. You know what I mean? He's in the pike presses. You know what I mean? All that require a little more core stabilization and all that stuff. So something I said, take notes. He's sharing a lot of great things that I feel like people should incorporate into their training, including myself. Man, I dig that style of tee, y'all.
She is right. Respectfully.
She's right that respectfully that she is too pretty for my camera.
She might crack it. No. It is on. It is filming. Sorry. Do you want to ask the camera what it is?
Yeah.
What are you?
What are you?
Rip. Rip has a stimulant in it. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if it's. I know it has green tea and other stuff.
Leg day.
I'm not sure if it has anything.
If you don't know, I think I probably already mentioned this. My hamstrings
I know it's
strained a
herbs,
bit,
but
so I
I'm thinking if it
can't
has
do
anything
any
like a stronger
extreme work.
stimulant.
So all of this will be anterior work, and I have to kind of scale a lot of these down as well. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how this is going to feel. And of course, leg day means got the Vivos on. I love
Real quick, guys. You know what I mean? I've been talking a lot. Alright, he mentioned about scaling. I'm gonna be real with you guys. You know what I mean? If you are really trying to be a solid athlete with longevity, scaling is where it's at. You know what I mean? Listen to your body and go off of how it feels. You know what I mean? Scaling can just be as effective, as anything else if you play your cards right. You know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be, crazy, intense, training. It can be something, at a lighter, volume, at a lighter intensity, and still be just as effective if you play your cards right. You know what I mean? Some scaling is just active recovery. So, just like I said, dude's throwing out a lot of good gems, a lot of great information that I feel like people should incorporate in training. All right, let's go.
wearing these on leg days just because of it's great for foot strength and the stability, and also because I've got wide feet, so it allows me to spread my feet naturally as well. So hence why I wear Vivo barefoot a lot. You probably see in every single one of my fitness videos I've got barefoot shoes on. So yeah, I'll put my code in the description if you want to check them out. Just stretching my ankles, by the way, getting some flexion in them before I start the session.
He has very overpowering quads. I mean, you can see the side sweep, from the back of the leg. You know what I mean? Look at that. So going back real quick, you know what I mean, and nothing against him. I'm gonna be real with you, because he's definitely aspiring, and a role model for a very healthy elite athlete. So I'm not even gonna take nothing from him, but I'm just saying that for a lot of athletes that practice CrossFit, you'll know that for a lot of athletes that practice CrossFit, that their quads end up becoming the more dominant muscle. And don't get me wrong, it could be genetics too. But CrossFit is so quad dominant in comparison to hamstrings that you'll see a lot of CrossFit have these massive quads. You know what I mean? Have these massive quads. Sometimes it's and like I said, sometimes it's just genetics. You know what I mean? He's still got strong hamstrings. Don't get me wrong. He's still got strong hamstrings, but that quad definitely takes most of it. This quad definitely is the more dominant muscle. And just look from a eye viewpoint. His legs, his hamstring could be stronger. I don't know. I haven't watched him, all the way. It's one of my first full out videos I've seen of him. But just bringing it out there, CrossFit does, put a lot of volume in the quads. All right, let's go. Recovery. All right. Thursday. All right. Let's go.
I'm offering you the opportunity of a lifetime.
Get Max for $2.99 a month for 6 months.
Cool. That's a dope bike. Giant. I like the name. That's what's up, y'all. I'm feeling the style. I'm actually feeling the style. That's pretty clean. That's cool. That looks very soothing, relaxing, and enjoyable. Like, yo, he makes it look fun. That's for sure.
I think I got that on camera as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's nice. We say, like, blissful comes to mind. Very blissful. Music's nice too. Right.
It was going really well. I had a great time, and I was cycling to go back, and one of the pedals, the clip-ins, become really loose. So I was spinning, my foot just came off, and obviously, if everyone knows about clip-ins, if you lean on the wrong side, you're going over. So I did. You know when that adrenaline keeps going? First of all, it was luckily there weren't that many people around, but you know when you fall and everyone's like, "Oh, you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, just fine, I'm fine." Got home, took my top off, and actually I'll show you. Well, you can't see it because I put plaster over it.
Damn.
But, show you. Let's take this off. So yeah,
I
the
got him low.
skin completely scraped off.
Down.
It's actually really painful. So at the time, and even went for coffee, came back home, didn't feel much. As soon as I took my top off, the pain was unreal. Also, I have a scar on my thigh. Stupid. I need to get that fixed. But apart from that, it's great. The weather's nice. It's a beautiful day.
Right. I feel that.
Oh yeah.
Back in my day. Or you be using like kids nowadays.
All right. So 2 days we seen bodybuilding. One day we saw was it a cardio sesh, and this one's weightlifting. All right. So Thursday's weightlifting. Monday was bodybuilding. Was it? Let me see. It was bodybuilding, cardio, bodybuilding, and weightlifting. If I'm correct. All right.
These kids nowadays, they don't know about seeing straight.
We had Nokia 3310.
With the first session being cardio. Solid. Sock presses, y'all. If you haven't done sock presses before, wait, let me say, if you guys haven't done sock presses before, and that's where it's at. You trying to work on mobility and trying to open your legs up and get you in the right position, do some sock presses, but front rack and behind the neck. All right, I'll tell you, it's a game changer, y'all. Dang, straight out there, hang cluster. Yep, that's what's up. Let me see, wait, let me check out that split jerk real quick. Okay. Break the mold. I'm glad these commercials are really fast. Alright, cool. Dig it. Active rest day. Alright, so 4 days of training, swimming lesson. Alright, water aerobics. Alright, if you guys don't know much about water aerobics or training in the water, great exercise, very therapeutic. Physical therapy, working on a lot of great smaller muscles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Gets frowned upon, you know what I mean? I think it's very underrated. I'm gonna be real with you, but I think it's a solid day for active rest. Especially with the swimming and stuff like that. Some people do know, others don't. They say that you sweat a lot in water. Like, it's crazy how much you sweat in water, but of course you don't know because we're already in water, and how much the body gets worked. So I think this is solid. It probably drains them. I wonder if it's like, especially doing like swimming lessons, stuff like that, if it drains them after this. With all that week training, then doing that, I'm very curious. I think is that the butterfly? That's not the breaststroke, is it? Oh man, it's been a minute.
So it will pick up your face. Yeah, now for you.
No, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Alright. Fit to function. I wonder if he's getting kneeling and suction cup. Alright. So he's getting 3 years. Red light laser and shockwaves therapy. Alright, cool.
Hey. I'm avoiding it. I'm so hot.
Are you doing the workout in this?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is awesome.
Huh?
This is great.
Halloween thing. Alright, cool.
What do you think?
Oh, that's
great.
wild.
What you think, Luke?
Did you guys? I'm laughing, Kev. You guys see my profile picture for my Instagram wearing the same wig. All right.
Yeah? I can't see.
Right.
It's gonna fly off, yeah?
Where we at? All right, we're almost done.
Where's this costume? Where's your costume? Where's your costume? This is.
All right, let's go.
This is all my costume I've got.
Come on. His is shorter than mine. Mine was like really long. Once again, okay. Didn't have time to film workouts. Just wanted to focus on the session. 60 minutes of hell, especially with this afro on my head, right? Yeah, right.
I did a CrossFit weight, just flopped down. We can tell the audience.
There's definitely room for.
improvement. Yeah, but the thing is, it's good for me to see how that felt, but for you, because this is obviously you're doing a competition. I'm not a runner, so I'm proud of myself. I was able to stay like 5 feet behind.
Alright.
I surprised myself actually. I was worried that I was going to slow down massively. That's why I said you go in front of me, because then I can pace. If I know someone's in front of me, I can chase you.
Right.
I was pacing the run, and then we could catch up on the urge easily. On the road, we blitz through. Wall balls blitz through.
Wall balls, like literally, I could have done even the 100. Because after all that felt so light.
Yeah, that's right.
You just kept going. I was like,
something I could do.
I was like 20. No, he's gone.
Yeah. I was like, something I could do. Finally. That was the one thing I enjoyed out of all of that. What else was nice?
Cool.
Nah, nothing else was nice. They were all horrible.
The ski.
Yeah, but that was because we were refreshed.
We did well on the ski, I think. Blitz through that.
We didn't film any. Couldn't film any because we had to focus on the session. So, do you know what? I'm loving this.
Right.
Should I dye my beard as well?
I think you should.
Dye it brown.
Maybe get like proper like eyebrows.
Yeah.
Right.
I've got the fake mustache as well. I forgot to wear it. Yeah, that was fun. See, I'm steaming.
Alright.
My app.
Cool. Alright. So that's what's up. I mean, look, check on that. Built. Alright. So, that was pretty dope. You know what I mean? So I got 5 days of training, with one of them being an active rest day. That was Friday, Saturday. No, 6 days of training. 6 days of training, with one of them being an active rest day. And I think Sunday, I'm not sure if that was Sunday. I'm assuming that was Saturday, and you have Sunday off. I think, you know what I mean? I could be wrong. Okay, I didn't see what day this was. But, I mean, overall, it was dope. You know what I mean? Very informative. I like how he does it. Everybody's got their style. You know what I mean? This is his style. You know, we saw Nick Beer in his style. I'm going to check into other athletes. I want to actually have another one in mind that I'm going to look into. But, you know what? Shout out to Obi. Appreciate for the video. I put the link in the description. Follow him. You know, like, all that good stuff. You know, he already out there, but put him out there. All right. Catch y'all later. Appreciate you guys enjoying this video with me. I hope you did enjoy it. And stay great.